What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We are making some monumental decisions on the RTG today and we're going to have our champs rewards and some champs games as well. I've got 8 games to go. It's been a stressful weekend this weekend. We started off 4-0, then went from 4-0 to 5-3. From 5-3 to 8-3, and then from 8-3 to 8-4. And in between my losses, two people were viewers that were in the stream at the time. I'll let you decide that of what you want. One of them I matched whilst I was 5-1, and he came in afterwards and we spoke, and he was 9-2. For the game that I lost, I think I was in yesterday's video, that guy was 9-2 whilst I was 5-1, which is just dumb. And then when I was 8-3 to go 8-4, the person I played against whilst I was 8-3, he was 11-1. So he had a +10 form, and me at 8-3 had a +5 form. So I've been really unlucky with 2 of my games of matchmaking this weekend, and it was just stressing me a little bit. So it was a welcome break for the 6 PM content. We've got 8 games to go. I just need 3 more wins to get 11 again this weekend. Obviously, we hit 13 last weekend. I'd like to be able to push on to 14. If it's not possible this weekend, it will be next time around. And the reason why is because for next weekend's league, I'm going to make sure that we've got so many cool upgrades. So I actually thought we'd have Gio upgraded for this weekend league. And I thought to myself, yeah, she'll be brilliant. 4-star weak foot with all of these stats and stuff. But it's obviously a lot of games. It's a lot of energy has to be put into it. I've figured out how to get 2 active Evos at once, which is great news because it's going to help a lot with what we've got coming up. And if you want to figure that out, if you want to see that video, it was on the channel yesterday. So go and just check the video tab and check the channels there. But I've made some choices, guys, based on what we've got available. So we've got Centurion centre-back. And of course, there is only one man for this role. And we are going to get an even bigger upgrade, guys, on Jakob Kivior. By the time he gets that full upgrades, he gains 2 passing playstyles, which is absolutely madness. And he gets a big boost in stats and becomes a very, very, very good card. He's already a good card anyway. He becomes a very good card. So we are going to do Centurion centre-back with Jakob Kivior. There he goes. He now becomes a Centurion's card rather than the green Evo card. He becomes Evo Path 1 now as well, I believe. Yeah, Centurion's Evo in progress. And he's on the list of things to do. We've also got the Centurions upgrade, which I don't have we've got Olga Carmona, who I probably will do eventually. But I'm still not going to make any rush decisions for that just yet. We've got Centurion Striker. Now, this was an interesting one because it was about, am I going to put Kai Havertz into here, or are we going to do Blackstenius or Russo? The answer is we are going to put Kai Havertz in here. And the reason why is because even though he loses his current foundation status and EA are going to give more foundation options, I feel that first foundations thing doesn't come until the 10th of December, somewhere around then, when that Haaland gets released. And I just don't think they're going to give cracked out boosts. And by time, like, we're going to upgrade Havertz now to an 87. By time he gets to having the next Evo, he might have even, by the time the Foundations Evo comes out, he might have even had another Evo option. So he gets ridiculous stats by the time we get him fully Evo'd up. And so I am going to be putting Kai Havertz into this Centurion's evolution. Yes, the Founders situation has gone. And so it just means that for next weekend league, even if we end up just hitting 11, 12, 13 again this week, for next week, we will have an upgraded Heroes up to an 85, a Kai Havertz up to an 87, and a Jakob Kivior up to an 85. And although we still won't have like the perfect team, we're still missing some meta mechanics, whipped pass plus, some aerial things, Trivela and finesse shot pluses at the very least. This team, once fully evoed up, will be absolutely beautiful. We've also got to finish off Leia Codina as well. But those changes for this team are huge. Let's go and carry on playing some champs games and see if we can't get ourselves 14 wins. All right, guys, as we get into some gameplay, Enjoy the FUT champs. It was a sweaty weekend this weekend. It was a tough one. I can't even lie. I've got some comments from, obviously not yesterday's video because that was how to Evo 2 cards at once, but instead from the day before's video. And the irony of the first comment is hilarious. It's from Gooders, not in a bad way from his perspective. He says, you're doing so much better now playing this game than the frustrations of a few weeks ago. Nice one, Nep. It's so weird how like it ebbs and flows, but just champs this weekend was awful to play, just really unenjoyable. Rivals, not a problem. Even when I lose in rivals, I don't care because it doesn't matter. Friendly modes, not a problem. Even to a degree, draft was generally enjoyable. And squad battles, nobody ever enjoys, really, do they? Champs qualifiers was brilliant. What, I go 8-2 this weekend, and the 2 losses were tough, you know, close competitive losses. But champs, I don't like. It's here. I know it's here. It's all up in the mental. But yeah, I didn't enjoy champs this weekend. It felt like a not to kind of like use a term too loosely. People that genuinely struggle with it, but it felt like a depression when playing. Like it felt like a dark cloud just over my head whilst playing just champs. And then I finished champs, and after I finished making this video, you know, I tried 4-4-2 in champs after a little while because I just wasn't enjoying the 4-3-3 anymore. I really just wasn't enjoying the team, the way it was playing. And I built a 4-3-2-1 with just basic tactics. Nothing, I didn't even put a stay back on defense on the fullbacks or anything. Just everything default, just 4-3-2-1. Went into 2 rivals games, had a great time, smashed both players that I played against with super teams up in Division 4, I think we're in at the moment. And I was like, how can I beat these guys without even having tactics? Yeah, I struggle against some people that were genuinely bad with tactics. I don't know. We're going to figure it out this week. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep working. Robbie says, I think you should do the Havertz Evo, because obviously he was talking about, do we want to do the Founders Havertz Evo, yes or no? You're already sick with him at 84, and there's a chance you could be reading too much into EA's statement on the Founders Evo. You're absolutely right. It would be confusing if EA released like 3 Evos, 4 Evos, Founders Evos throughout the course of the year, and they weren't even as competitive as some of the current actual Evos. And it's that question of, I can get Havertz up to an 87 with some really cool stats. If the Founders Evo, which I believe is due to come the 10th of December, still over a month away, if the Founders Evo boosts Havertz to an 88 or an 89, I might already have him up there anyway. But if it does, am I missing out, really, by having to wait that long? Also, if it does, there's some really, really big cards that are Founders, like that Darwin Nunez. And it's like, are they really going to let him be boosted up that much and have like 99 pace? And like, so I don't know if the Founders Evo is even going to be as good as we maybe, think that it could be. FCB Foot 12 HD says, I see Nep doing an Arsenal Evo and I'm honestly jealous. I took the sweat route and it's just exhausting. Think I'm going to switch to a City Evo and have fun. And a few people responded to you agreeing. And I see so many times in stream and on Twitter when I post it, on X, when I post about my Arsenal Evo team, people being like, man, I wish I did that. Start now. Start now. You don't even have to change your account. There's so many Evos available right now that are active. Start now. I had a feeling that anybody doing a meta card, like Llorente or Tchouaméni in the box-to-box midfielder, like Ansu Fati in the relentless winger, I had a feeling that eventually these cards would just fall by the wayside because they don't mean anything to you. Because you've done them because they look like they'll be the best. But guess what? This is FIFA, or this is FC24. There's a new promo next week. There's going to be better cards. There's a new SBC next week, and it's going to be better. There's an icon pack and a hero pack. And if you pack, like, let's say you do Marcus Llorente, box-to-box Evo midfielder, spend 150,000 coins on it. Then you do the icon pack, and you get yourself Michael Ballack out of it. And then you're like, okay, now I've got Michael Ballack, who's well sick, and Llorente, who's like quite sick. Who do I play? Whereas if you just did somebody that you love, you'll be like, I don't care that I got Ballack. He's going on the bench. I'm using the person that I love. And for me personally, in spite of the fact that the gameplay trials and tribulations have been hard this week for me, and for a lot of people, I see a lot of people talking about it, but from my personal experience, it's been hard. I sit there and think, if you just start now, get those cards that you love in your club, and you will enjoy this game more. building towards your favorite players. And it's mental, right? It's mental. And it might be a little bit to do with the 4-minute halves, but I've already gone over the halfway mark of the required 300 wins in squad battles. We're a month in. I'm already at 100 wins in rivals. We're a month in. This time last year, I think I was on about 60 wins in rivals. I've played way more rivals than normal. I've played every champs so far. I think already this time last year, just played to 11 wins in the champs run. Like, I actually want to play the game because there is a lot to play for. And I know for some people it's overwhelming and it's too many games and that's not your bag. And that's fine. Not everything is for everyone. You know, Lord knows there's a grinder of the game that loves to just have something to work for, like, long term. Sometimes there's not a lot for me, but at the moment it's like I've still got 10 wins, well actually 8 wins now for Gio Quiroz to get her fully upgraded. Then we've got to start working on Kai Havertz. We've got Cordona to keep working on. Got another couple of Evos after that. And during the meantime, it's almost definite that we'll get a couple more Evos and have a few more players to start working on. Still need to work on Kivior. Like, there's a lot to actually play for. And that's why I didn't understand in my own head why I was so, like, stressed over champs this weekend. Because it's all part of the journey, right? Like, the game, like, I could talk to death about the gameplay side of things, and there's a few, like, comments that we've had here today that I do want to, like, talk about because they're good comments and they pose interesting thought. But my ego is like, I need to get 14, 16, 18 wins to prove to people that I'm the best FIFA player or the best FC24 player with this team. Yay, go me. But then also on the other hand, I'm like, I genuinely don't care where I finish. If I get 11 win rewards, great. If I get 14 win rewards, great. If I get Division 2 or Elite Division Rivals rewards, great. It doesn't matter because it is about the journey. It's not about the destination. And that's why the series in the previous years, the previous like 2 or 3 years, died really, really early because it all became about the destination. It all became about just making sure we do whatever we need to do to get to a point where we can get the most efficient or the best result ever. And that's not what this series is about. This series is about just building this team, growing this team, improving this team, and seeing what we can achieve along the way. Of course, that's not me saying that I'm happy to settle for 6 wins or 9 wins because, hey, I'm just playing to grow it. I would still want to be competitive. But the results at this moment in time, we don't need to focus on because the players I have just aren't good enough. And we're building on those at the moment, which is amazing. It is amazing. We have got a comment from Sam Pearson. He says, hey, Nep. Are you able to help raise the issue that you can't play rivals or champs when using cards such as fully evolved 86 Gallagher? Please. EA are aware of it. It happens when you do an Evo, and I think it only really happened with the Interceptor Evo, where the Evo actually, it gives whatever playstyles it said it would give, and then it removes one. And when you remove a playstyle from a player, not that you did it, when the Evo bugged out and did it, it means that player is not eligible because it's not like part of the roster, like it doesn't recognize that player. So I know for a fact that EA have been told about it multiple times, whether or not they're going to address it, whether or not they're willing to accept it, I don't know, right? So, but they are aware of it. They are aware of it. EAFC24 veteran player, great name, says, I know you know this, Nep, but you sounded surprised when you were saying, how is this my first game? Everyone starts on 0 form. You could face anyone, including elite level players, unless I'm wrong and it's changed. No, you are absolutely right. It's just... not that I want to go like too deep into it and get into that like kind of negative spin, because ultimately just learn to play the game better, and I won't, you know, these things won't matter to me. But I've played this, you know, EA and FC24 and FIFA and whatnot for so many years, as you guys would have as well. It is very rare that I come up against that good of a player and that good of a team game one. It's just very rare. And so when I'm streaming and it happens, again, it's this weird chip on my shoulder, man. It's like, and don't get me wrong, I know, like, if I was watching me, I'd be like, I would be like the trolls are. I'd probably be a bit more respectful for it or just keep it internally, but I would be like the trolls are. And it's just this weird chip on my shoulder, and I don't know why I do it, and I've done it throughout my whole career. Like, I'm just looking for an excuse as to why I've lost before the game's even been played. And you know what? That mentality puts me in the loser bracket straight away, whether or not I win or lose the game. Because once you're already like, man, look, I got stream sniped game one. What can I have done? whether it was or wasn't a stream snipe, it just makes me feel better internally, right? Which is wrong though, like, because it's like that short-lived, like, yeah, well, obviously I lost that game because of this, rather than just like looking at it, being like, God damn, this guy's got a really good team. This is going to be a hard game. Let's play it out. Okay, we lost, but let's see what happened. What went wrong? Even if I lose, could I have lost better, right? Instead of losing 3-0 because I was erratic defensively and missed stupid offensive chances, did I only lose 1-0 because I played really strong defensively and you know, took every opportunity that I had, but just wasn't fortunate enough to score? And I don't know why. I don't know why it happens. I genuinely don't know why it happens. I don't know how to escape it. I don't know. Sometimes I try and change my mindset and make like conscious decision or like, you know, conscious effort to change the mindset, and it works over a short period of time. But then it's just really easy to fall back into that old habit of being like, yeah, I'm getting stream sniped again, and it's just sad, man. It is sad. And the last thing I want to talk about here is user says, you don't need to go down the line and cut in. I play through the middle and get 16 wins easily each week. You're restricting yourself from learning. So there was a few comments about people playing through the middle versus people playing down the line. And I think the truth of the matter is it's not always, when I talk about something, it's not always all or nothing. When I say, you know, to succeed in this game, you just have to play down the line, right? You don't have to play down the line, but the most efficient, conclusive way to play happens to be down the line. But what actually happens is it's more to do with how I attack, so like how I defend really, or how I attack, or how I am with the overall game, than it is to do with how I play as to why I go down the line so much, which I will get to in a moment anyway. And the reason why I say that is because I regularly have 60 to 65% possession, but usually only have as many shots as my opponent, and sometimes even less. And the problem is, and it might be the players, it might be me, the way I play, it might be my play style, my tactics or whatever, but the problem is, and the problem like largely comes from the fact that I just take too long to build up the play. When a play transitions and I win the possession, I take so long to build up that my opponent's defense and team gets back, so the middle becomes flooded, and then it becomes just a lot easier to find the space on the wide slots and play through there. Whereas when I lose possession in an offensive situation, it's pass, pass, goal. Pass over the top, chip through ball, goal. And it's like, these are the people that are getting 16 wins going, I play through the middle, I don't even know what he's talking about. And like, I need to learn effectively how to counter fast and how to just accept the fact that not having possession is actually a good thing in this game. And Josh went through and tracked all my goals over like 160 game period of Road to Glory. And actually, of all the goals I've scored, I've only scored what looks to be about here 63 goals from cutbacks. And then there's 100 goals from other, 26 goals from the wing or from W, I don't know what that is. 25 goals from finesse shots, about 35 goals from set pieces, about 20 goals from Travellas, about 10 goals from penalties. And when it's like coupled in all of it, actually probably only about a sixth of my goals, maybe like 20-ish%, 20, you know, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more of my goals are actually scored from cutbacks. So even when people say, oh, all you do is play down the wing, I actually don't. It just appears like that because of the way we look at this game. But anyway, that is the end of the gameplay there, guys. I finished on 11 after going 11-8. I played hard on all 3 games. And as I say, mentally, I was just beaten up by the game this weekend. I was playing erratic. And like I say, like it's really weird sometimes. Like when I feel like this dark cloud's over me and I'm stressed to win, I just play awful. And once that stress got released and I went into Rivals and I played 2 games against like genuine meta sweaty teams and beat them both comfortably, I'm like, why couldn't I have just played like this in Champs? And so I don't know what the answer is, but we're going to keep improving this team. We're going to keep trying to learn and get better. We're going to try a new formation this week. That is going to be the end of the video No, it's not going to be the end of the video. We're going to go and get our rewards. All right, guys. So we get ourselves another rank 5. It was hard this weekend. My matchmaking was really unlucky. I matched up against, after I talked to you guys earlier in the video, this video, about who I got, I matched a guy who was 7-1 and 10-0. And just in general, everybody is just sweaty good at this game. It's crazy. Everybody's team is mad, and I'm just struggling. I can't even lie. Like, I don't think I'm struggling with how I'm playing. I think I'm playing good FIFA, FC24, EAFC, whatever. I'm controlling games, dominating possession, getting lots of chances, and I'm losing by a goal. I think if we look back through the games like that you guys would have just seen, I'm pretty sure like I lost almost every game by 1 goal, bar 1 that I got slapped, and that was the guy that was 10-0. And it's just mad how narrow the games are and how much difference the teams are genuinely making. And last weekend, you know, we went 13-7, and even in the 7 losses, I felt like I just was playing well and I was competent and confident. This time around, guys, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I switched into the 4-4-2 instead of the 4-3-3 that I was using, hoping that it would give like a different dynamic. But the players I've got just aren't like they like. I know it's an easy excuse and I know it's a lame excuse, and I know I do this series on purpose. It's my choice. But when every single player we play against has got insane pace on the wings and up front, and then insane overpower players in defense and in midfield, and then every player has got finesse shot and power shot and trivela plus and whip pass plus, and like it's a genuine stress. And I'm just looking forwards to the days where we get the upgrade that gives us something meta rather than just better, right? So either way, let's get our player picks here. We've got 3 1 of 480 pluses, and we're going to start with just 84s. Cool, that's all right. We'll go into the icon pack for tomorrow's video. 84 number, or well, I say 84. Oh, do you know what? Isn't Araujo one of the most expensive centre-backs in the game? No, this is why, guys. This is why everyone's got crazy teams. Because he is one of the best centre-backs in the game, and he's like 20k. I should have taken the 87. Never mind. Oh, dearie me. All right, some fodder there. That's all right, I suppose. We're up to 528,000 coins now as well. Let's go into the store and see if we can get blessed with our pack luck. Not that it would matter, right? And again, like I say, like I don't mind just getting 11 each week. I would like to hit 14, 16 or more. I obviously appreciate and understand the fact that... is that an 86, is it? I appreciate and understand the fact that it's not easy. We get Dzeko there. That's all right. Without these meta players, and again, like it's my choice, and I appreciate and understand the fact that the whole point of the series is to, you know, listen, if I was playing this game sweaty, I'd probably still stop at 11 or 14 wins. It just wouldn't make any difference. Knobs. And so, you know, it is kind of like, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, the fact that we're losing or, you know, getting rank 5 each week. I would like to just feel like I'm in control of the game, and I don't. Anyway, we get England, CDM, Barcelona. It is a walkout, I believe. It's a Walsh. Oh, maybe it's not a walkout. No, it's just an 85. That's all right. We'll still take some 85 rated coins. We'll get a Wijnaldum there as well. We'll keep him. He's a bit low on the price point there. We'll sell her. You can stay. Do we get any of the good ones? Any of the really OP defenders? Doesn't look like it. Did not. So we'll list up these guys, and then we get our 85 by 2. And I don't think I've like completed much, to be fair. I don't think much has been done. We do get the 85 by 2. I might have a preview pack as well, actually. I don't. But an 85 by 2. No special card here either. France. Right wing. Go on, be Dembele. It has to be, right? It can't even be anyone else, can it? All right, we've got a tradable Ousmane Dembele. I don't mind that because I think he's still a good amount of coins. He is. By this game's standards, he's like 60 to 70k. That's actually really, really good. So overall, those rewards were quite nice in terms of the coin value returned. We probably made, like, including the coins as well, somewhere around like, geez, I want to say like maybe 200,000 coins, 150,000 coins. That's not bad. That's just not bad. We're up to 544,000 coins now, which is really good. Oh, we've got some... 83 by 3 or 80 by 10. I'm going for an 80 by 10. Yeah, I just want fodder. We've got the player pick as well. Let me see if we've got anything else done. Oh, I've got Centurion's Bowen done as well, guys. He was done ages ago. But this card's pretty cool. It's a fun card. Probably going to just use him in an SBC. We've got the Centurion's Cup that we'll work on this season. We've done everything in seasonal. We're working on milestones, but there's not a lot we can do. We've got 20 completions of... Is that playing games? I think that one might be playing games. Yeah, Century of Matches is score in. And then Century of Wins, I believe, yeah, is scoring wins. So we've got 10 there only. And then the Century of Goals we've done. And then for Evos, I think we're 1 win away from Gio Quiroz. Yeah, we are. 1 win away. And then Gio Quiroz moves up to the next stage. And I tell you what, this is exactly the sort of thing where it's like, she's just garbage, right? She just doesn't cut it. Doesn't have anything about her that like makes her good enough. I'm hoping that once she's fully evoed, it'll be a different story. But let's get actually let me get the player pick. 3 packs in the store. Let me go back to the objectives. Yeah, 544. We're gonna be up over 600,000 coins. I've got about 400k in like discardable informs and cards that I picked up and whatnot as well, which is quite nice. 1 of 383 plus. 86 Barella. Hey, again, it's good fodder. Wait, was that Rashford there? Did I just skip a Rashford? Oh, no, it's Bruno Guimaraes. Thank God for that. I don't know why I saw Rashford there. Yeah, and then in terms of the transfers as well, just to show you what's sold. So I actually hit a... I got Dzeko's already sold. Jurassi sold for 54k. He's eligible for the striker upgrade. I bought him for like 12k. I packed a Bernardo Silva out squad battles rewards. I only got like gold 2, I think, this week. So I was like, I don't even need to like put it into a video. We got Bernardo Silva out of it, which was quite nice. And also packed a Shadow Chem style out of it as well, which was quite nice. So once we can sell like Pedri, the 84s and 85s, Dembele, we're going to be, yeah, in a really, really, really healthy spot. We're going to be pushing towards 700,000 coins. So I'd have over 1 million. The idea is to get Thierry Henry, right? I think that's what we're working towards, right? We've got to stay straight on that as well. The fact that we're working for Thierry, he'll be good to have. So we've got a gold players pack. We finally packed Fabio Vieira. I still need him because I want to put him into that cam thing. And I'd rather get him first owner if I could. You know, we don't need him first owner, but it would be nice to have him first owner. You know, we don't have everyone first owner, but he is literally a common gold. Like, he was somebody I'd expect to pack regularly. We're going to get ourselves a Dutch centre-back from Newcastle. It's going to be another Botman. Yeah, Botman can go in the binman. And then last but not least for today, guys, and this will be the end, it is the 80 plus by 10. Is that an icon? It is. It's an inform. It's not an icon. It's just an inform. It looked like an icon. She's a duplicate. This is untradeable. Oh, it was an icon. Not an icon. That's pain, isn't it? These two are tradable, but she is an untradeable duplicate. 84 rated. How much is she worth? Like 20,000 coins. That would have been nice to have those coins. But that is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.